Nigga gave me that, and the dap was sweet. We ain't like that. Ain't one west, ain't one west, ain't one west, ain't one west. He wanted me to crib because he walked in and I was still in my tab. Ain't one west, ain't one west, ain't one west, ain't one west. They got mine that came and he moved it quick. He ain't one right, he ain't one west. He a straight fraud. He just flying out. At a different side with the leggings on, say trying out. You know how we rock, you know how we roll. We just aficionado. We popping them bottles. I ain't feeling that. You ain't selling crack. I'm too real for that. You gotta be dog. Let me roll it, but he never with it. You gotta go on look and niggas just shit. If I want the block, I send my niggas get it. Smoke the area and send me your image. That's the flyers up and listen to gimmick. She better never see your pictures. Yeah, we broke it down, but we didn't rip it. Now they shit is different. Six some rulers can measure how we live. Remember long nights posted in the kitchen. I was frustrated about how we living. Felt my hand was forced. Had to make this shit. We'll wear purple. I sell drugs. I like crackers. All strong, they don't get along, so they don't gap with shit like that. And that's cool with me, cause the core nights you get truancy. Like a straight fool, fell in love with demons and you left the swing song. Ain't one west, ain't one west, ain't one west, ain't one west. Nigga walk past, ain't one west, two step. Ain't one west, ain't one west, ain't one west, ain't one west. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. Ain't one west, ain't one west, ain't one west. Why you wanna leave crib? Cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tab. Ain't one west, ain't one west, ain't one west, ain't one west. They got mine that kept it, he moved it quick. Ain't one right. I'm a straight goon, I'm a straight savage, I'ma let him have it. This is not Christian rap, Glock's not 40 into that. Make you real, I'ma put it into that. I.S.U.P.K, real running west, sword, they can't be beating my chest. Feeling in the spirit, about to blaze this shit. I'm on fire like I have some case and shit. T-shirts at the table for our agency. Hurry up and buy on some Asian shit. Pause that shit. Everybody know Coach Black. 2017, you can't fight that.
Shalom, Israel. Today we're going over some UPK intelligence terms. Okay, it's for UPK hardcore UPK brothers who love the UPK, brothers who want to speak UPK language. You want to know this stuff in the Hebrew. You want to learn more about it in the Hebrew. Things how this militancy roll. We're gonna go over some things, common knowledge things that if you watch UPK publicly and you're not a part of UPK, you can learn these things or hear us talk about these things. We talk about them openly in the public, you know, and we know what there's things we don't talk about openly in the public. But we're gonna get it. All right, the first word is headquarters. Headquarters. All right, and UPK, everybody knows our first school out in Harlem, New York, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. That was the original headquarters. All right, right now we have another school in Harlem, which is the headquarters now. Okay, I don't know the exact address. You can go to ISUPK.com to get the address, but the headquarters is in Harlem. Now, how do you say headquarters in the Hebrew? That's the question. That's what we're gonna get. That's what we're gonna get. Ra'ash matazab. Ra'ash matazab. Ra'ash matazab. Ra'ash matazab. We're looking at a ra. See if y'all can see that. I can't see that, bro. Hold on a second. Let me hit one of these lights. Ra'ash matazab. See if you can still see. I have to use this red marker instead. Ra'ash matazab. All right, Ra'ash. Ra'ash ma ta zab. Ra'ash matazab. Ra'ash matazab. Okay, that means headquarters. Headquarters. Okay, head. All right. Ra'ash matazab. Let's get it in the Hebrew. Ra'ash matazab is the headquarters. like I said, the Israelite School UPK is not, even though we have intelligence terms, we're not a super secret agency or nothing like that. All our stuff we do out in the, what we do is out in the open. Our school addresses is out in the open. You can Google us. All right, we're not running, we're not hiding from nobody. So we put our information out there, and you know what it is. So Ra'ash Matazah. We're going to start that with a Ra in the Hebrew, in the ancient. Ra. That's a Ra. All right. Ra and a Ah. Ra'ash. Oh, shit. Turned it the wrong way. Excuse me. Ra, Ah, Sha, Ra'ash. That's Ra'ash. Ma Tazab. Ma Tazab. Tazah, which is the next word. Ma Tazah. There we go. Ma Tazah. In a ba. Ma Tazah. Headquarters. Hebrew headquarters. Headquarters. Ibar. If you want to say Hebrew headquarters, Ibar is Hebrew. Ibar Ra'ash Matazab. Ibar Ra'ash Matazab. Or Ra'ash Matazab. That's headquarters. Okay? Headquarters. Headquarters. All right. We have a couple regional headquarters as well, but we have one headquarters for the whole school. Okay, headquarters. And the regional headquarters are not technically headquarters. They're just regional spaces that we gather. Chicago is one of them regional midway spaces. When all the school come to the Midwest, they come to Chicago. The South, we come to Houston. When we go to LA, we have a regional area in LA. This year we're going to Vegas. That might become the normal, the normal spot, but who knows? We'll see. It's usually LA. All right. And we have the East Coast barbecue is usually New York. All right. So we have a headquarters, Ra'ash Matazah. Ra'ash Matazah, headquarters. Let's get what's next. Council. Council. All right. Council. Council is something that we do a lot in the scriptures. It's a meeting. It's a gathering where we exchange information, give out orders. What we got definition over here? It's a scheduled meeting to decide who is right or wrong in a disagreement between any rank. That's a council. All right, that's a council, a trespass council. But you also have councils where you go to find out, to get counsel on should you do something or not. All right, so here we got council, Itazah. All right, council. Let me write it bigger than that. Council, Itazah. Itazah. The H at the end. Itazah. How you spell that? Yep. Itazah. And the H at the end, which is a ha. Itazah. 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 All right. Itazah. Okay. Itazah. Council. Itazah. A lot of you sisters and brothers need to get some ITZA, get some counsel on decisions to make, or marriage counsel, trespass counsel, if a brother offends you or something like that. Any counsel. ITZA. 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 Counsel. All right, let's get more. ITZA. All right. The next one is war council. A meeting to decide whether to take ground or give ground, stand down, hold post, or go to ground over an issue. War council. All right. It's a war council. It's a council that is about some type of action. It's different from a trespass council or a marriage council. All right. War council. How do you say that? Qarab Sawad. All right. Qarab Sawad. Qarab, which is to fight, or you fight with them hands. War council. War council. All right. Qarab Sawad. Qarab Sawad. Qarab Sawad. Qarab Sawad. Qarab Sawad. War council. Qua, which is Qua, Rab, Ra, Ba, Qarab, Sa. Okay, so Sa. Yeah, that's right. Yes, Sa. Sa, Wa, Wad, Sa, Wa, a Wa. There we go. So wad and a da. Qarab Sawad. Qarab Sawad. War council. War council. Qarab Sawad. Qarab Sawad. Hold on a sec. Qarab Sawad. All right, Qarab Sawad. Quote, make sure you give you a chance to write that down. Qarab Sawad. Qarab Sawad. It's the war council. Now we're about to get into what's called major council. Major council. Qarab Sawad. Qarab is to fight, and Sawad is part of the council, part of the meeting. But of a different nature than Ra'ash than what was the last one? They're just regular council, ITZA. different nature than just I to I. All right. Now we have camp council. Camp council. This is a council with the brothers in the camp. Camp is what we go when we go out on them streets and we prophesy. All right, and we warn the people. Camp council. That's just the brothers who are in the camp. No women and children, no just students or nothing like that. It's the brothers who are officially in the camp, a camp council. Camp council. Camp council. Camp only meeting. Taza Ba'a Sawad. Taza Ba'a Sawad. Taza Ba'a Sawad. Taza Ba'a. Let me check that. Is it Ba'a? Taza Ba'a. Taza Ba'a. Taza Ba'a Sawad. Taza Ba'a Sawad. So Sawad is the council. This one is a camp council. Taza Ba'a, which is camp. Taza Ba'a. Or you can say Makana Sawad. Makana. It's like Makana Sawad, which also means camp. So Hebrew is from right to left, the opposite of English. So you want to put a tazah. All right, a tazah. Tazah. Ba. And then a. Tazah ba. It's like made that facing the wrong way. Tazah ba. Then a ha at the end of that. All right, a ha is at the end of that. Tazah ba. Tazah ba. Sawad. Sawad. Taza ba'a. Taza ba'a. Ha. Sawad. Taza ba'a. Sawad. All right. Taza ba'a sawad. Taza ba'a sawad. Taza ba'a sawad. Taza ba'a sawad. As you see, sawad being brought up multiple times because sawad means council. And we're going over different councils, different types of councils. We got a Korab Sawad. Korab is fighting. It's a war council. Korab Sawad. We have a Tazabah Sawad, which is camp council. We got an Itazah, which is just a regular council. All right. Camp council. Tazabah Sawad. All right, let's go to the next one. A major council. All right. A major council is different than a camp council. A camp council is just the brothers who are in that camp. So Chicago brothers, that's one camp. They right now are merged with the Milwaukee brothers. So they're all one camp, because then when they go out the street to speak, it's only brothers mainly from Chicago and Milwaukee that are there. So that's that camp. So when they have a council with just that camp, that's the camp council. A major council is all the camps put together in a council. Okay? All the camps together in a council. So let's get that. Major council. Major council. Okay. That is Ra'ash Sawad. So a head, same as headquarters, which is Ra'ash Ra'ash Ma'tazab. This one is Ra'ash Sawad. So it's just like a chief council, which is the biggest council. Major council. Ra'ash, which is the same word we had before. Ra'ash and Sawad, which is the same word we had before for council as well. Ra'ash Sawad. Ra'ash Sawad. Ra'ash Sawad. Okay. How we spell that is Ra, then the A, then the Sha. Ra'ash. Sawad, once again, Sa, Wa, Da. Sawad. Ra, A, it's like Ra'ash, Sa, Wad. And if you don't know what these things are, this is a Sha. Instead of us saying Ra'asha, when you put this connector here, that means this is connected. So instead of Asha, it's Ash. Over here, instead of Wa and a Da, instead of saying Sawada, because of that connector, is Sawad. It stops the last Da without saying without an A at the end. So it's Sawad instead of Sawada. All right, because Sawada is a different word or whatever, or would be different. The issue with that connector is Sawad. A lot of people grow up with this language. A lot of times we don't need the connectors except when we're younger, because we can understand what the person is saying when we read it through the context. But a lot of times we put those connectors there, so that lets you know what word are you really saying, because of the connectors. All right, Ra'ash Sawad. It's like Ra'ash Sawad. Major council, head council, chief council. Major council. Hey, I got good news too, man. See yours. It's got mine in the mail.
What's on Kirk's?
Yeah. Oh, also we're gonna do a gun permit party too. Oh, I think I told you.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have like you and the Patazan Madaram running. Cause I looked up the stuff about expungement, getting felonies expunged.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it yourself.
Is this the one you want me to take?
I want you to take these two. This one and this one.
Okay.
Just to be safe, because I don't, and that's the charge. You're charged like by USB.
Okay. So
I think we should charge you.
Okay. I'll put it on the picture.
I want to leave it on all night. Maybe probably. I don't know how long it takes to charge fully. I don't even know if it does anything when it's charged fully.
But most of the time, when it's charging and it's done charging, how you seen that red LED light? That light is cut off on most things that has an LED light.
Well, let's do that then. Let's try that because I've never seen it do anything different.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What's up, boy? Yeah. All right. So the next word is Hebrew Academy. Hebrew Academy. All right. That's the next word. Hebrew Academy. Hebrew Academy. Hebrew Academy.
So what? Because these
Yeah, them the mics.
everything's in here.
Yeah, there's 2 mics in there. Yeah, everything we need.
One, two.
Careful. All right. So Hebrew Academy is intense physical martial arts training course. All right. There's one every generation. Gird oneself. It's to gird yourself. Gird your loins. Hebrew Academy. All right. Chagar la Korab. You just said Korab is fight and war. So this is Chagar. Chagar la Korab. We know Korab is fight. So la Korab is gird yourself to fight or something like that. Something similar like that. Now, gird yourself for fight. All right, for war. Chagar la Korab.
So I'm gonna do a double check on my list. I believe that's everything, sir.
Be the game. Show them a little crust. See you tomorrow. Chagar la Korab. So a ka and a ga. K. It's a kag, gar, and then a ra. Chagar la Rab, ra, and then a ba. Ka, gar, la, qua, rab. Chagar, la, qua, rab. Gird your loins to fight. Hebrew Academy. Hebrew Academy. Quarab. Chagar la Quarab. Write that down. I'll give you some time to write that down. You should be writing these things down. You should have a notebook. You should be learning some Hebrew. At least practicing, or at least saying it along, reading along, getting your game service, getting your Hebrew up so you can and don't be slack. Hagar la Korab. 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 Let me fix the word, fix the camera. Hagar la Korab. All right. Hopefully you guys are seeing good. All right, let's get to the next word. That's Hebrew Academy. Now let's go to ranks. All right, ranks. UPK, we operate by rank. Rank. Brother may ask you, what's your rank? Okay. What's your rank? Rank. All right. It's the hierarchy. Rank. Rank. Okay. All right. Ranks. All right. From top to bottom, we have Commander GEN.YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the young men. That's the ranks. Okay? Ma'iraka. 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 It's an H at the end of that. Ma'iraka. Ma'iraka. Rank. All right. UPK, if you are encouraged to get rank. How do you get rank? Bringing brothers into the truth. Putting in work. You know what I mean? Putting in money. You understand? All together. That's how you get rank. All right. How do we spell that? Ma. I. Ra. Ka. And ha. Ha. Ma'iraka. 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 It's your rank. Rank. Ma'iraka. 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 Rank. Ma'iraka. All right. Let's get the next word. Reporting officer. Reporting officer. Your reporting officer is who you report to every week on time without fail. Reporting officer or captain or general. But today, right now, we're focusing on your reporting officer. Majority of people don't report to captains and generals in the school. You may have, most likely, you have a reporting officer. Reporting officer. Man, you report to each week. Let them know you're Tawab. You'll be there for camp. You'll be there for this. Everything's okay with you. Or I'm jammed up. I have a problem this week. And I need help. Reporting officer. How do we say that in the Hebrew? Nagayad. Commander, leader, captain, ruler, prince, overseer. Nagayad. Nagayad. Reporting officer. Reporting officer is Nagayad. Nagayad. Your reporting officer. Nagayad. That's your reporting officer, who you report to every week. All right. So Nagayad. 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 Commander, leader, captain, prince, ruler, or overseer. Nagayad. 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 Reporting officer. Nagayad. Reporting officer. Let's get what's next. School. School. You may hear brothers say, hey, report to the school. I will be teaching at the school, the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. School. School. That is place where we teach, building where we teach class. School. School is always a building where we teach class. That is the school. Maybe a room, maybe a building, maybe whatever, but it's a place, a building where we teach class. That is the school. We teach brothers and sisters how to be one West, how to be rulers for the kingdom of heaven. The school, how do we say that? Bayath Saparium, which means house of books. House of books. Bayath Saparium. Sapar is book. Saparium, you add that yum, and that's books, plural. Means many books. House of books. Bayath Saparium, the school. Bayath Saparium, the school. House of books. Bayath Saparium, house of books. Bayath Saparium. So you have a ba, a ya. Give me a ya, right? Yeah. Bayath, tha. Bayath, sapar, sa. Par, pa. Sapar, ara, sapar, and then another ya, and then a ma. Saparium. Bayath Saparium. Bayath Sapar. Saparium. Saparium. Bayath Saparium. A house of books. In the UPK, our schools are a house of books. Important books for you to learn and read and write. The main book is that Bible, the holy book, the Quadash Saparium. It's like the Quadash Sapar, the holy book, is the Bible. Quadash is holy, Sapar is book. The holy book is the Bible. Or the Torah, the law. The Torah Sapar, the book of the law, or the law book. Sapar Torah. Torah. the holy book, or the book of the law. Sapar Torah, the book of the law. School. Bayath Saparium, house of books. Let's get more. Next is barracks, building where only brothers live. A military fort, a fortress, or refuge. Military fort, fortress, or refuge. The barracks. Okay? Barracks. My eye was. Place of safety. Fort, fortress. My eye was. Brothers live. Barracks. Barracks. My eye wad. My eye wad. Okay, double check that, not to be confused with no other. We went over another word that's similar. It's like my eye was. My eye was is something different. My eye was. My eye was with a Z at the end, not a D. It's like my eye was. My eye was. My eye was. Okay? My eye was. My eye wa Z, za. My eye was. Za in the Hebrew is a backwards Z. My eye was. My eye was. My eye was. My eye was. Barracks. My eye was. My eye was. The barracks. Fort, fortress, place of refuge where brothers live. Place of safety. Okay. My eye was. All right, next is camp report. Reports about camp speakings. Camp report. Camp report. All right. Shama wa'ai ma korab. Shama wa'ai ma korab. Camp is a battle, so shamo I Ma Korab is a camp report, which is the report about the battle. That's where the Korab, you hear Korab again. A report about the battle. Every camp we go out to speak is a battle. It's a battle against Satan. It's a battle against this empire. It's a battle against wickedness in high places. So therefore, the report is a camp report is about report about the battle. Shama, Sha, Ma. It's like get the word right. Shama wa I. Shama wa I. Shama wa I. Shama wa I is a report of, and then Ma Korab is basically of the battle. Let me get some more space right here. Shama wa I. Shama wa I. Ma Kwa Ra. Shama'a Ma Kwa Ra. Shama'a Ma Korab. Shama'a Shamawai. Shamawai Ma Korab. Report of the battle. Korab is the battle, fight, war, hostile encounter. Shamawai is the report. And then the Ma is of. Shamawai Ma Korab. Spell that out. Sha ma wa I. Shama wa I ma kwa Rob. There you go. Shama wa I ma kwa Rob. Ma kwa Rob. Shama wa I ma kwa Rob. Shama wa I ma kwa Rob. Camp report. Camp report. Next is incident report. Incident report. Incident report. Shama wa I ma kwa Ra. What does that mean? That is a formal report of a camp-related issue for the records. A camp-related report of an issue for the record. All right. Erase this. Incident report. Incident report. Incident report. All right. Shema wa I. this word again. Sha, ma, I. It's like shama, wa. It's like shama, wa, I. Ma, kwa, ra. Not ma, kwa, rab, ma, kwa, ra. Double check that. Shama, wa, I, ma, kwa, ra. Shama, wa, I, ma, kwa, ra. Yep. Shema wa I, ma, kwa, ra. So the Shema wa I again. It's a sha, ma, wa, I, ha. Shema wa I, ma, kwa, ra. Ma, kwa, ra. Not ma, kwa, ra this time. Ma, kwa, ra. Sha, ma, wa, I, ma, kwa, ra. Shema wa I, ma, kwa, ra. Shema wa I, ma, kwa, ra. Incident report. Shema wa I, ma, kwa, ra. Now it's kind of hard to see the board, but let me see if I can help that somehow. Now it's kind of hard to see the board. Shema wa I, ma, kwa, ra. Let's get the rest of them. Next is written commendation. Reward for commendable work in the camp. Written can be recommended to Major Council. Written exaltation. Action of elevating someone in rank, power, or character. Written commendation. A written commendation. Someone being elevated in writing. Written written, let me double check I'm spelling written right. Yeah, written commendation. make it smaller. Written written commendation. A written commendation. All right. Which I said in Hebrew is Katab Ramam. Katab Ramam. Katab Ramam. Katab Ramam. Katab ba as in bat. Katab Ramam. Katab KATHAB RAWMAM. You may ask yourself, why is there a W in front of the M? Why isn't it RAMAM for Ramam? The W is in Hebrew is silent here. It's the same with Shalom. That's where you get the mistake of people saying Shalom. Because when you look in the Hebrew, there's a wa in between the sha and the la, or the sha, la, and the ma. There's a wa in there. The wa is silent. So it'd be pronounced shalawum. There's no wa. It's just a wa sound and a ma. Wum, 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 wum. Shalom, shalom. It really, the W is just silent. Shalom. All right. Ramam. It's not silent, but it's like a little accented in there. But it's not a whole rawamam, like shalawam. Shalom, ramam. All right. Written commendation. Katab ramam. Katab ramam. So we got a ka, a tha, and a ba. Katab and a ra, and a W, a wa, ra, mum. Ka, tha, ba, ra, wa, ma. Katab, ra, mum. All right. Katab, ra. It's like the R, the ra, and the Y is connected. Ra, mum. Ramam. Katab, ramam. Katab, ramam. Written commendation. Katab, ramam. Katab, ramam. Ra, Hebrew is full of ahs. Ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, la, ma. It's like a la, cha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, and da. That's why they called us barbarians, because our language had a lot of bas and ahs and ras in it. Barbarians. All right, we were the original barbarians. We had beards. We dressed like Conan the Barbarian with headpieces and studs. And we were very rough people. We drank, we spoke that rough language. We were the barbarians. Or the Romans would call us barbarians because the Romans were the people in the Roman Empire were educated. They spoke the Latin and the Greek, and they were philosophers and educated and wore robes and shaved their face. All right. And they were murdering, killing people and murdering and having people dying for their entertainment in the gladiator wars or the gladiator fights and killing everybody and murdering everybody and torturing people all day and night. But they believed they were the sophisticated ones when they really were not. Okay, we were the sophisticated ones. All right. Kathab Ramam. Kathab Ramam. Kathab Ramam. A written commendation means a written statements commending a brother for something he did that elevated the camp. Kathab Ramam. All right, next is department. All right, department. Camp functions are broken up by department. So, Ma'imad, service, office, function, or position. A service, office, function, or position is the department. Okay, you have the caretaker department, the media department, the this department, the that department. Okay, so that's all broken up by department. All right, Ma'imad. So let me double check it. Make sure I'm saying it right. Yep, Ma'imad. 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 Department. The part meant. And when you just break up the word department, it got part in it. The part of something. The department. Okay? Mama, let me double check it again. Ma'imad. 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 The department. Ma'imad. 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 Department. Ma'imad. 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 Department. Next is officer's test. Officer's test is a test to examine a man of God, a man of the Most High. Officer's test. It's a test that examines if you are, in fact, a man of the Most High, a man of God. Officer's test, to examine you. Officer's test. Test to become an officer. Ba'khan. Test to examine. Bakhan. So to examine. Officer's test. Officer's test. Ba. Kha. Na. Bakhan. Bakhan. To examine. All right. To examine, to test if this is a man of God. An officer's test. Ba. Then a kha. And then a na. Ba khan. Ba khan. Ba khan. Officer's test. Ba khan. Officer's test. One day, certain brothers will get the opportunity to take their bakhan, their officer's test, their examination, to prove whether this is a man that can speak for the Most High. That's why it's not easy to become an officer, because you become an officer in the UPK, you are now authorized to speak the words of the Most High and to speak for the Most High. Bakhan, officer's test. Officer's test. All right. Bakhan, officer's test. Let's get the next one, which is the last one. "90 days. 90 days. All right. Time period to become a trooper. Must wear all black to be eligible to become a trooper. 90 days is the time period to become a trooper. Time period to become a trooper. "90 days. The sha'ayam yawam yum. Yawam yum. The sha'ayam. So let's get rid of Bakan. Officer's test, Bakan. This is 90 days. 90 days, which is the time period it takes for your eligibility to become a trooper, which doesn't authorize you to speak the words of the Most High, but it authorizes you to help the officers of the Most High. Once you become a trooper, you're authorized to help us. You're authorized to help the priesthood. You don't become a priest by becoming a trooper, but you are recognized to help the priests and to work with the priests. And you're at the same time, you are a priest in training. You are a priest in training at the same time. All right. 90 days. All right. Dashayam. 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 Yawam yum. Yawam yum. Yawam yum. Ya wa ma yum. Yawam yum. Yawam yum. Yawam yum. Yawam yum. Dashayam. Yawa yum yum. Yawam yum. Yawam yum. It's like it. Dashayam. Yawam yum. Dashayam. Yawam yum. All right. The I gotta start right there way smaller. It's not gonna fit. The it's even bigger. Still big. The I yum. Ya ma. Dashayam. Ya wa. It's like it. It's not a Y, it's a sha. Sure. Ya wa. Ya wa. Ya wam. Yum. There you go. Dashayam. Dashayam. Yawam yum. Dashayam. Yawam yum. Yawam yum. Dashayam. Yawam yum. Yawam yum. Dashayam. Yawam yum. Dashayam. Dashayam. Yawam yum. 90 days. All right. Oh, let me get the connectors. The I yum ya wa ma slack it. The slack it. Ya the ma my one yan yum ya wa ya wam slack it. Disconnected. Ya wam yum. Ya wam yum. Ya wam yum. Dashayam ya wam yum. Dashayam ya wam yum. Ooh, that's a tongue twister damn near. All right. With that is UPK intelligent terms. Let's clap that up. Those are the good term UPK intelligent terms that we went over. We're gonna do a quick. I'm gonna say them all out that we went over today, and that is gonna be the end of the lesson. All right. Headquarters. Hold on one sec. Make sure the mic is facing so you can hear me. This is all we went over today.